Okay everyone, so in reflexology the feet are like a map of the body, and there are some particular points at this time that we can work on with clients, but you can do this on yourself. I'm going to get Lily to show you how in a minute and to help me with it, that can help to calm the nervous system down, the autonomic nervous system, which is your fight, flight or rest and digest system. And at this time, with so much going on, it's really easy to be highly strung, anxious, worried, fearful, on edge, etc. And when that happens, it actually starts to suppress your immunity. And we want to keep the vibration high, and we want to keep the positivity high, and we want to keep your nervous system calm. And this allows the body to be in the best position it can be in to keep your immunity really strong at this time. So at the start of any reflexology treatment, and this is what you would receive with me as a client, or also what I would be teaching you in your very first reflexology lesson if you were one of my students. So on the underside of the feet, we can separate the feet into different zones. The first zone is the toes and the neck of the toes. It's called zone 1. The second zone is the chest region, zone 2. And then zones 3 and 4 are the middle main part of the feet. Sorry, Lil. And they are zones 3, the upper abdomen and upper middle of the torso, and zone 4, the lower abdomen. Zone 5 is the heel area, and this all corresponds to the pelvic region, and all of the contents of the pelvic region, which is your reproductive organs, your bladder, and your lower part of your digestive system, including obviously your colon. So at this time, when we're all a little bit perhaps on edge, it's a good idea to work what's called the diaphragm line, and this is the line which separates zone 2 and zone 3. And if we can work on the diaphragm line, it helps to control, slow down and relax the breathing, so that you're breathing more deeply into the chest fully, and it helps to calm you down. The diaphragm line then, we apply pressure along underneath the area where the ball of the big toe and the other toes are. And we can just work along that on both feet with the thumb. In reflexology, there is a specific thumb walking technique. Ideally, it should be done with really, really short nails, but with a week out of work, as well as my roots showing through, my nails have also grown. I might actually have the opportunity to put some nail varnish on during this time, but Lily doesn't mind. So that's walking along the diaphragm area. Some people actually do reflexology using little wooden sticks. So it really doesn't matter. What we're trying to do is stimulate the reflex points on the underside of the foot in this area particularly. Okay. You're never going to harm yourself with this, so it doesn't have to be perfect. That's the point. Another area to work on at this time is the solar plexus region. Your solar plexus is an area of a conglomeration of nervous tissue that sits immediately below your diaphragm, here, right where your tummy is, your actual stomach, the actual organ, the stomach. The solar plexus is a region where lots and lots of nerves pass through in that one area, and it's this area where we can get the sensation of butterflies, or feeling sick, etc., if we're nervous, excited, or in some kind of high state of emotion. The reason for that is that our bodies are stimulated by electricity. That's what gets us going. And so when we're in that state of fight or flight, that anxious, highly strung state, more and more electricity is flowing through the body. And the solar plexus region is a little bit like Crewe Junction. Practically all of the trains go through Crewe Junction, and practically all of your neurological system goes through this area. So at time of stress, there's loads of electricity in that one concentrated area. So again, it's an area that we want to calm down. And we can locate it on the feet, the corresponding area on the feet, by working our way down from in between the big toe and the first toe to the inner bottom corner of the ball of the big toe. Here. I'll show you in case the light's not great on the other foot. So down from in between the big toe and the little toe, on the inner corner of the ball of the big toe. Another way to locate that you're in the right area is to scrunch the toes, the foot together like this, and the feet will wrinkle up in this area. That's where the solar plexus is. So to calm that area, again, my clients who come regularly and my students will learn this. We work at the very beginning of every treatment, just slowly, gently applying pressure on this area. We can work with the client's breath. So Lil, if you can breathe in deeply and out deeply a few times for me, I can demonstrate. So as Lily breathes in, I've no pressure. As she breathes in fully, really deeply, and then as she exhales, I apply pressure onto that solar plexus region. Inhale again for me, and out. There you go. In again. Okay. And this just calms the solar plexus region. More tips to follow. Lil, I'm going to explain to you how to easily carry out these techniques on yourself. So I want you to take your right hand around the back and the top of your foot. Perfect. Just relax your fingers away a little bit. There we go. Okay. And then with your left hand, take your thumb and position it where I just described on the solar plexus region. Now, Lily's nails are a bit too long for this because in order to carry this out effectively, you need to actually be able to apply quite a good pressure. So just slide your thumb down a little bit further, slightly more. That's it there. Okay, so Lily is on the spot now, on the solar plexus region, because if she takes her hand away for me now and squashes her foot together, you can see that that's the area that squashes up right there. Okay, cool. But you can see that her nail is a little bit in the way. So if somebody had mobility issues, obviously, you know, Lily can easily put one foot across her leg like this. But if you've got mobility issues, you could always use anything that you can use as a stick to reach the area. So I'm just asking Lily to get a pen. And Lily can use that pen to apply pressure in that same place. Okay. And working on the out. No, it was better before. There you go. And what Lily can do is observe her breathing, and as she breathes in, she just relaxes, and as she exhales, she applies a little bit more pressure. Obviously, she's got her right hand is supporting the foot so that she can do that. Okay. And this simple little technique can just be used anytime when you are sitting at home watching the telly or, you know, just any time to help you relax. If you can't reach your foot at all, reflexology can also be applied on the hands. So the corresponding area on your hands that corresponds to the area on your foot or feet would be here. Okay, so solar plexus region, base of the ball of the big toe corresponds to the base of the thumb. So the inner bottom corner around about here. Actually, I find that this whole area, front and back, you can apply pressure. Oh, you can apply pressure to this whole area, front and back, and it's really, really quite soothing. You probably noticed at the beginning of the video, through nerves, I was wriggling and jiggling my hands around. And a lot of us do fiddle with our hands automatically when we're nervous, upset, tense, etc. And there's a reason for that. It's pretty an instinctive thing to do. So really, actually, anything that you can do where you give your own hands some loving touch, even massaging with some hand cream at this time, is all really good for helping to calm you down in a natural way. Okay, so that's our first tip. I might be trying to get Lily to help me with other ones. She's been a wonderful glamorous assistant today. Thanks, Lil. And so we're going to get on now with her pedicure. Bye for now.